All right. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. My name is Elena. I am an intuitive reader. And today we're going to get like a collective message for everybody. We are in Gemini season. So we're just going to kind of see what's going to be happening for us in Gemini season. So I'm excited for it. We're kind of starting to feel the summer vibes. So wherever you have Gemini in your chart, this is probably where this is going to most resonate. If you have any Gemini placements or any planets in Gemini, then these are definitely going to be impacted as the sun crosses those planets. But we're all going to be feeling this energy. We're all going to feel a little more chatty, wanting to be out, wanting to be a little more social, wanting to have conversations, more of a lighthearted, kind of like a butterfly energy. So we're all going to be feeling that especially coming into summer and Gemini season. We're going to be feeling like we want to get out a little bit more, have more conversations and do more things, be around more people, meet new people. So that's all, we're all going to kind of be feeling that. But let's get into it. Let's see what's going to be going on in Gemini season. All right. What is the overall energy for Gemini season for the collective? What is the overall energy for Gemini season for the collective? What is the overall energy for Gemini season for the collective? What's the Four of Swords? Very interesting. So I feel like the overall energy is honestly thinking carefully, contemplating carefully before you act, before you make any serious decisions, before you make any commitments, and thinking, and making sure you're not putting too much on your plate. You're not going to have yourself, way too busy or burdened by things that you have taken on. So thinking very carefully, making sure you have enough resources, enough time and energy for any commitments that you're making. Make sure you're not making any decisions out of like, I have to, or anything like that, or like even by like force a little bit. If somebody's trying to kind of like guilt trip you into making decisions or to do something. You guys may hear the popcorn popping in the background. That's my son. But all right, what's going to be the challenge for us in Gemini season? Temperance, maintaining balance, moderation, okay? Not overdoing things, okay? Not overly committing yourself, not overly drinking, not overly partying or anything like that. We are going to want to be more social, but don't put so much on your plate that now you're overwhelmed or you don't feel like you get enough you time or you don't have enough rest and space for yourself. All right? What needs to be our main focus this Gemini season? What needs to be our main focus this Gemini season? What needs to be our main focus this Gemini season? Hopefully you guys heard that last part with that popcorn going. What needs to be our main focus this Gemini season? Five of Wands. Honestly, I feel like this is about preparing yourself for any conflicts. This is about preparing yourself. This is about choosing your battles wisely, choosing your conflicts wisely. Is it actually worth it? Or what are you fighting for? Okay. Like what are you fighting for? If there is an argument or, a confrontation that needs to take place, are you just trying to be right? Are you trying for peace? Like, what are you fighting for? And making sure that you're choosing your battles extremely wisely over this next month and not putting too much on your plate, not just fighting for fighting's sake, but really, being careful how you fight, being strategic how you fight, how you deal with confrontation, how you deal with conflict, not getting too overly emotional with conflict, not taking conflict personally. And I feel like this is also getting like this message of like, you don't necessarily have to like take everybody out. If somebody disagrees with you or somebody isn't in agreement with you, like you don't have to like wipe them out. You don't have to like take it, you don't have to take it as far as you can. Okay, I mean, sometimes that is necessary, but I'm not feeling like over this next month that is going to be. All right, what do we need to leave behind this Gemini season? What do we need to leave behind? What do we need to leave behind this Gemini season? What do we need to leave behind? What do we need to leave behind? Five of Swords. So this could be mind games. This could be like manipulation. Yeah, this is like mind games, messing with people's heads, letting other people mess with your heads. Yeah, I feel like this is also the sense of like winning at all cost as well. It's almost like, it almost feels like severing friendships or something. Like you don't have to necessarily go that far. I mean, unless you absolutely think it's necessary to like sever friendships, but make sure you're strategic about what you're doing. Okay, make sure you're strategic about any conflict, because there is a little conflict going on here. And we got the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands out here over this next month. So I feel like being strategic. If there is conflict, be strategic with it. Okay. What are we overcoming in this Gemini season? What are we overcoming? What do we need to overcome? What are we overcoming this Gemini season? The Queen of Swords. So I feel like this is being direct and honest and truthful about where you're headed, where you want to go. Now, be strategic with that as well. Okay, you don't want to lay all your cards on the table, but you don't want to like mislead people that are on your side. Okay, maybe if they're not on your side, you want to mislead them, but don't mislead people that are on your side here. And also, I feel like there's this sense of overcoming the need to like sugarcoat things or to kind of like smoothly deliver things to people. There is a time and a place for that, where you don't want to just like blatantly tell something. There is a time and a place to be more vague with things. But I feel like over this next month, it's kind of like, no, I'm gonna shoot it to you straight. Like, instead of holding back or mincing words, it's like, no, I'm gonna tell you exactly where I stand, exactly what I need, exactly what I want here. And not being shy about it, letting people know where you stand without, letting people know where you stand, without mincing words. Are you showing them the popcorn casing?
Yeah, I'm gonna open it.
Oh, you want me to open it? Okay. Here you go. Try not to make a mess.
Big glass.
Uh-huh. Silly. All right. What is coming in for us this Gemini season? What is coming? Hierophant. The Hierophant. So this could be a higher spiritual awareness, more like how do I say this? Maybe better quality or more consistent spiritual practices, or just new spiritual practices here, or new spiritual lessons going on here that could be coming in Gemini season. This could be a high level commitment as well. Some of you could be getting married. This is kind of that time of year that a lot of people are getting married or making big commitments. Some of you could be starting a new job or making a big commitment in other areas of life as well. It kind of depends where Gemini falls in your chart. Now, let me say, for me, Gemini falls in my 6th house. And I know since Mars went through Gemini and Venus went through Gemini, there's been a huge focus on my health. and getting, on creating better health. And so I feel like that is going to be a big one for me, is making a big commitment to my health, to change it, to changing eating habits and stuff like that. So let me know below where you think this commitment needs to happen in your life. Okay, how are we showing up? How are we showing up this Gemini season? How are we showing up this Gemini season? How are we showing up this Gemini season? Woo! The Four of Pentacles, stable, secure, feeling pretty grounded and stable, like financially, but I feel like this is still not like it's still, how do I say this? It's still not fully, there still needs to be some growth here, but I feel like with the Four of Pentacles, it's like I always like feel like it's still holding things close to you. Like I have the finances, I have the resources, but I still have kind of a tight grip on them, which could be a good thing in your situation. But honestly, I feel like it depends on how you are truly feeling about the money. Do you feel like you have to hold on to the money to keep it? Or can you loosen your grip a little bit, okay, with your money? I do feel like over this next month, making sure that you are being wise with your money and not overspending. That could probably be pretty easy. We do have Jupiter and Taurus as well, which could very much expand your expenses. It could expand a lot of areas, expand the amount of food you eat, the amount of money you spend. So being very mindful of your resources, of your time, your money, and your energy, okay, over this next month. I feel like a lot of us are going to be with that Four of Pentacles. We're not going to be throwing money everywhere, but it could be really that could easily happen with Jupiter and Taurus. So just be mindful of that. All right, what is influencing us over this next month, over this Gemini season? What is influencing us? What is influencing us? The Hermit. Honestly, I feel like maybe for some of us, we're kind of coming out of a hermit mode. Taurus season can kind of feel like that. It's definitely more slower, more grounded, not so much movement in Taurus season. But I feel like some of the lessons, some of the deep reflections, some of that time alone, some of, all of the internal stuff that has gone on is going to influence how you move through summer. Okay, I feel like a lot of us have done a lot of internal reflection, maybe even like some shadow work or just some inner work in general. And I feel like that's going to kind of push us through this. It's going to have a big influence on us over this Gemini season. That time alone is so beneficial for everybody. We all need to have a certain time alone. All right. What's our hopes and fears this Gemini season? Hopes and fears, hopes and fears. Ace of Pentacles. New opportunities, new investments, new opportunities, new investments, new experiences, new businesses, maybe new places to invest your money, new money coming in as well. I feel like some of you, either your business is going to be taking off or you're going to be investing more into your business or into, turn that down, baby, or into a business. Okay, it may not be your own, or it could be your own. You could be it could be into other businesses, or this could be very much learning. I'm starting to get another message. I feel like for some of you, there has been this deep inner reflection of the business that you want to start. Like, you want to start a business. You're just not exactly sure what direction to move in or what you want to do here, but you want to start a business. And I feel like over this next month or so, you're going to start getting a little bit clearer. Sometimes that takes quite a bit of time to know what direction you want to move in, because you could literally go any direction. So I feel like there has been a lot of like, where can I serve? What value can I bring to the world? Where can I share myself, my voice, my, my energy? Where can I pour? Like, what can I do? I feel like that's been a question that a lot of us have been asking, which is a great question. Where can you provide value to the world? How can you do it? What's the easiest way for you to do it here? And so I feel like that is something that's going to be kind of bubbling up more and more for more of us. It's like, where can I add value to the world? We get a lot of value from the world, and we want to be able to give it back in one way or another. All right, what is the outcome for us in Gemini season? What is the outcome of Gemini season for the collective? What is the outcome of Gemini season for the collective? What is the outcome for Gemini season for the collective? Yeah, I feel like some of you are going to be making a big commitment to your business or a business. So the outcome here, I feel like there's going to be some deep emotions coming up, or maybe even some, it could be some deep emotions or some hidden emotions or some hidden secrets. Something hidden could be revealing itself. Some illusions or anything like that. Over Gemini season, I feel like this could be a lot of fear and doubt. I feel like a lot of your fear and doubt about yourself could be really showing itself this season. Especially if you're like trying to start something new or find a way for an outlet for yourself or something. I feel like you're going to make a big commitment here to start something new or start moving in that direction. It's almost like, I'm not being quiet anymore. I'm going to make the big commitment. I'm going to be conservative with my resources if need be. I've done the inner reflection and I'm ready to invest in myself, even if there's a lot of fear and doubt. Even if there's a lot of fear and doubt. And honestly, we all know if there's fear, then that's more than likely the direction you need to go. As if it's safe, then that's probably, that fear is what you need to overcome here, that fear. And I feel like it's definitely going to be exposing itself over this season, which is good. But I feel like you do need to make sure you're not overdoing, not overly committing, not committing to things too fast. Make sure you're feeling things out. Make sure you're picking the right battles and not just like every battle, okay? All right. Let's get into it. What is coming in for us in our relationships? What is coming in for the collective in our relationships? What is coming in for the collective in our relationships? In Gemini season. Show us our relationships this the Gemini season. All right. So I feel like for some of you, you could definitely be investing in a home or investing in your home, maybe upgrading your home, moving to a new home. Okay, it could be costing you a lot of money, or it could be a really smart financial decision. Okay, so I feel like that for some of you. Now, for some of us, I feel like there may be an attraction here with somebody that is not looking for a commitment, okay? We may be running into somebody while we're out mingling and being our little Gemini butterflies, fluttering around, talking to people, that you may meet somebody that is not... they're not ready for commitment. They may be kind of playing the mind games with you, telling you what you want to hear. So just be aware of that. This is somebody that you could be extremely attracted to and getting that chemistry confused for commitment, okay? Or for like true interest. So be careful with that. I do think this is possible for some of us, that this player or this person, this non-committal person, could be trying to manipulate you or trying to portray himself as something that he is not, which I guess most players kind of are, but he may be portraying himself as somebody that is financially stable or financially intelligent when he is not or she is not. But I feel like, I feel like there's kind of, some of you could be also bringing like your person home, like meeting your family, or meeting your family, siblings, friends, whatever it is. You could be bringing your person home with you, maybe for the summer vacations, a summer home, just meeting the family. You could be bringing them around your safety and your comfort place as well. Yes, also for some of you, you and your partner could be investing in a home together. All right. Let's get a oracle card here. Honestly, I want to see what this player is. I want to see what this player is. Who is this player? Who is this player? 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's somebody there's somebody that is not really gonna, they're not gonna stick around. They're just here for a good time, not a long time. So just be careful with that. Know what you're dealing with. Know that, just know what you're dealing with when don't get too ahead of yourself. Look for people's actions. Don't listen necessarily to their words. All right. What energy is coming in for us this Gemini season? What energy is coming in for us this Gemini season? What energy is coming in for us this Gemini season? Emotions are running high, supermoon. Emotions are running high, supermoon. So just be mindful. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't start, like when you meet somebody and it's like you just start making up all this stuff in your head about all the things you guys could do together, and what if this is the one, and what if we get married, and like you just start making up this whole life and scenario in your head, and it's like, whoa, hold on. Like, they haven't even asked for your phone number yet. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you just get way out there. So just be careful. Do not get too ahead of yourself, okay? Do not get too ahead of yourself and end up disappointed. So just look for people's actions instead of their words, or that whole imaginative, experience that you have going on here. I do the same. I understand. I do the same. When I meet somebody new, it just like my mind takes me somewhere else. It truly does. And I'm like, whoa, hold on. I'm way ahead of myself. This person has not actually showed any interest. All right. What self-care practices would be best for us this Gemini season? What self-care practices would be best for us this Gemini season? What self-care practices would be best for us this Gemini season? What self-care practices would be best for us this Gemini season? All right, I'm going to choose 3 of them so that maybe one of them will resonate with all of you. So be still. Be still, rest, lay down flat, and kind of be able to turn your world inward and get comfortable doing that. Being okay, being still and not moving and doing things and being productive. Sometimes it is productive to just rest, to just sit, to just enjoy the quiet, to just be still. It can be productive. It is good for your soul. It is good for your mind, your body, to just be still. Just stop sometimes, especially this Gemini season when we're going and wanting to do a bunch of things and be outside and meet new people, learning to take that space and that time to just enjoy the silence, enjoy the nothingness, turn your attention inward here. Okay, let's see what the next one is. Deep breathing. Number 19, getting a breath work practice. Even it doesn't even have to be anything crazy. Some of the breath work can kind of seem, how do I say it? Like it takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of effort, but you don't have to make it. It is kind of an efforting practice, but it is good for you. It is important. Make sure you're stopping, being still, taking deep breaths. Even if you got to do it on the toilet, I don't care. Find that space to take those deep breaths and to be still over this next month. Let's see what's next. Ooh, pleasure. Don't forget about that. Don't forget about pleasure, okay? Don't forget whether that's like the self-pleasure, if you want to do that, or if this is just about enjoying life, enjoying the pleasures in life, enjoying the sensual pleasures of life, touch and smell and taste and hearing. So enjoy the pleasure in life over this Gemini season. Don't forget you're actually supposed to enjoy this life, and it's supposed to be beneficial to you. You're supposed to grow. You're supposed to evolve in this life. So don't forget that as well. I'm sure you haven't, but I hope this resonated with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful Gemini season. I know this definitely resonated with me. I hope you guys have a wonderful Gemini season. It's going to be an exciting one. Let me know if you have Gemini placements or where Gemini is in your chart. I would love to know if you know. So let me know below. Please like the video. Consider subscribing if you like this kind of content. And I want to let you guys know I do have personals open right now. There is no wait or anything. That information is below if you would like a personal as well. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.